Welcome back to Big Trouble in Little Podcast. Hey, guess what? I'm Andy.
Quack.
It's next week. I'm Joe Dubs.
I'm Zach.
This is the final episode of Cape Shit. We've been talking about comic book movies. We're back again. We're not only going to discuss 1997's Spawn, but we're going to rank them. So stick around after the discussion to hear that. But we did watch Spawn, and it was chosen by Dubs. Dubs, why did you choose the 90th Edge movie ever?
Because, you know, when people think of superhero movies, they obviously think of the MCU and all the DC movies. They always think of Michael Keaton Batman or, you know, Christopher Reeve Superman. And I was like, what? Yeah, and I was like, what movie do I want to choose? And I was like, I haven't seen Spawn in forever. The last time I seen Spawn was 1999, and I stopped watching it. Not because it was bad. It's just like I'm not a big Spawn fan, but I appreciate the art style from Todd McFarlane and all that stuff. And this movie's a doozy.
It really is.
It's nostalgia, like you said. It's very fucking 90s with the soundtrack. I fucking popped hard for DB Sweeney, the white guy who steals his wife and shit, because I watch a lot of TV shows, and he's in one of my favorite TV shows, Jericho, which was on CBS. And
I popped for Martin Sheen and him doing the worst performance of his career.
Yeah. He's like a fucking midget kingpin. That's an idiot.
Was it his fault though?
No, I'm not. I don't know. Probably not. I mean,
I don't think
he's
was.
a competent actor. I'm pretty sure. Like, he thought he was doing a good job. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm just saying, like, Martin Sheen in this movie is.
I thought the same thing though. Like, I was like, damn, like this isn't good for him. He's too good for this movie.
Yes.
And it wasn't like you see Christian Bale in that awful Thor movie, and you're like, God damn, he's trying so hard. He's too good for this movie. No, it's like the performance was bad too, and I don't think it's because he sucked. I think it's because the material sucked and the direction sucked.
Yeah,
I know we talk about like movies and like having a certain vibe for nostalgia. I hate that I like this movie. I watched it and I was like, God, what was I thinking as an edgy ass 90s kid?
Yeah, quality aside, one thing you can't call this movie is unentertaining.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Zach, I think you're right that the director probably wasn't put up for this movie, but it was still good. It still hits that nostalgia feel. But I looked at his list. I don't know how to say his name. I'm just gonna call him Mark Az. I don't know how to say his last name. But he's done this movie. He done Paranormal Activity movies as a visual effects supervisor. So this movie, I think, is like the only one that he directed. It seems like
visual effects for
Terminator 2,
The Abyss, Jurassic Park. Yeah, I'm sure he was someone who was in the industry. He's like, one day I'm gonna direct, and they're like, okay, it's your time, Dipe, or however I say your name.
You want to know what else he's directed, really?
Oh yeah, sure. Tell us.
A Disney TV show, I think. No, it's a movie. I'm sorry, a Disney made for TV movie called Pixel Perfect.
Okay.
Frankenfish.
All right.
Halloween Town High.
I've at least heard of that.
Garfield Gets Real. Garfield's Fun Fest. Garfield's Pet Force.
Okay, so he totally like checked out and just like does easy.
I don't know why you're selling me on this
children's
guy.
crap.
I was brought in the first Garfield movie.
He's been involved in the Garfield franchise. Whoa.
The Garfield direct to DVD fucking Garfield series.
He's cashing those Paws Inc. checks.
Now, what's funny is this guy, like Mike Dipe, we'll say his name is, and two other guys, they're like helped make this movie Spawn. And he took the director position, but they're all three from Industrial Light and Magic.
Interesting.
And yeah, they probably worked on Star Wars and fucking other shit, but they looked at getting on this movie. It's like, this is our ticket out of Industrial Light and Magic. Hell yeah! That guy really had much of a career after that. It's unfortunate.
I don't know you guys. If I have to like pick a short list of '90s movie, like things to just represent how ridiculous the '90s felt, like this is on my short list. I think this and Mortal Kombat are immediately the two movies that I would use to say this is '90s.
So, do you mean like the bad ridiculous part of it? Like look how bad this is.
Like if I think about '90s movies, I think about The Crow, Independence Day,
Yeah. Okay.
Jurassic Park to a lesser extent.
Yeah.
But
Point Break.
this is like not those.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
this-
didn't say it's a good movie. I meant like for like the feel of like edgy, extreme. Like this is. I don't know why this is a movie I think of.
This is
Yeah,
there's like a 4-way graph. You know, it's like the Nicolas Cage thing. It's like the same thing for '90s movies.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
If we made a '90s movie alignment chart based on vibe, this is chaotic evil, right?
Dude, the editing in this movie, I felt like someone did it like on like a 1990s fucking Final Cut on Mac or like a movie's window maker, because like the transitions that were happening in this movie, I was like, what the fuck?
I don't know why. I thought you were going to say you thought they were on drugs or some shit. I was going to say they were on Stacker 2 pills. And they were fucking hallucinating.
Stacker 2 pills.
Because it's the '90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it checks out.
John Leguizamo as this fucking clown dude, like.
All right, look, no, don't dismiss. That's the best part of the movie. That's
Really?
that's one of those roles where it's like that was him. No, that's the best character in the whole fucking movie. John Leguizamo as clown. He's the best part.
Oh, I fucking hate him. I'm sorry.
No, get out of here.
No.
He's the best part.
I fucking can't stand him.
I like it because I can't stand him, but I like. It's also funny to me to think about the range of things that John Leguizamo does in the '90s.
Yeah,
and it's literally Luigi in this.
Dude,
like,
when did
I found out that was him, I was like, "What? Like, what?" I couldn't even tell.
Dude, when did the pest come out? Was it around that time?
Probably. I'll admit, I've never watched The Pest. This is, as a kid, this is the movie that I know him from. This and Mario. So
97
Mario.
was.
I mean, I didn't know
97
this
was the
him.
pest. Yeah. So
It's like that Colin Farrell being the penguin thing, except that was good.
that legitimately blew my mind. I was too young to understand. Like, oh, that's him. Okay, whatever. I moved on. I just know it now. But yeah, that one's still just like completely over my head.
Yeah, I mean, you say like his range in the '90s and only name those two things. It's a little unfair. Like, wasn't he in
I mean, a ton of stuff.
Oh, that Pacino movie?
I'm talking about my perspective.
Carlito's Way. There it is.
Yeah, he was in Carlito's Way. And
Romeo and Juliet, plus Juliet, whatever.
He's Sid in Ice Age. He's Sid.
Oh, is that for real?
Yeah, he's Sid in Ice Age. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Ice Age movies. Again, I have a very different take on John Leguizamo, and I don't mean it's bad. I know him from a very different range of things. But
I don't know. I like Clown as character because it's the only thing that's making the plot go, and that's the only reason that character exists. And it's obnoxiously like I fucking hate 3 or 4 times in like 20 minutes they say the plot to the audience. I gotta get Spawn to kill Martin Sheen so his heart will stop.
How fucking stupid that sounds.
He does everything except turn toward the camera, and I can't help but like the 3rd or 4th fucking time, part of me is like, I'm laughing with the movie now. I get it.
I can't tell. I can't tell how much
Clown World. I get it now.
did we like? Are we taking the piss out of it, or was this movie designed for the village idiot who checked in at the office earlier and then just left when he was told he was good to go?
I mean, it's the people. This movie is one of those. And it's not a terrible bad classic. It's not so bad it's good. It's not The Room. It's not Birdemic. But the earnestness with which they tried to make an edgy 90s movie is what makes me get enjoyment out of this movie.
Oh, for sure.
Because it doesn't age well. And even in 97, I think a lot of this looked and felt and seemed like shit. And like that's what I like. Like, I'm interested in this. I'm more interested in this movie as an anthropologist than I am as a film goer. Like, it's just so baffling, and that's kind of why I like Clown so much. Is I feel like it's like an I can't even say that word. It's like an addition. Clown is unnecessary, but the only reason they have to add him is because it's so bad. If this was a competent movie, you could lose Clown and lose nothing. But the movie's doing a really bad job of being a movie, so you have to put this character in to sit next to Spawn on a park bench and feel like, okay, Spawny, here's what we're gonna do next. The script says we're gonna go do this. Like, you need that. That's what's interesting. You need that character because the movie is so incompetent. And that's why I have so much enjoyment out of it. Also, some of his dialogue is funny. Some of it's shit. I mean, like, they make fart jokes. That's why is there a fart joke in a Spawn movie? But some of his dialogue made me laugh. It got genuine laughs out of me a couple times.
Some of it was funny, yeah. You know what I was thinking the whole time when I was watching this movie, and every scene I'd see him in, besides, God damn it, he's so irritating, is I wish it was Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
I wish that was Danny DeVito so much.
It's kind of a Danny DeVito coded character, yeah.
Could you imagine how much more enjoyable it would have been? Spawn, I need you to hurry up and kill it. Like, I can't do a good Danny DeVito, but I just in my head I see all those scenes play out with him, and I'm like, it would have been way better.
I will say
it would have been good.
Some of the lines of this movie are so cringy that they're just like gold. They're so amazingly bad.
I think the best part of the movie is a dog is named Spaz. Get over here, Spaz.
That's weird.
I think that's an Easter egg because one of the guys that just like was in charge of the stunt work or some shit. His nickname was Spaz in the credits. So I think that was some kind of. It's my opinion theory that's what that is.
That checks out.
I was more interested on the how you say that guy's name, Coglistro.
You're talking about the
Cogliostro.
Cogliostro, the guy. That's actually that's the homeless lady from Home Alone, Austin, New York. But she had like some weird like celestial sex change. I swear I don't know why that character reminds me of that woman, but it's who I think of. He's got the pigeon lady, but
he has a stare down. He has the pigeon stare down.
He's dressed in dignified homeless 90s attire.
No, really, yeah. So he's got that weird like sword claw thing.
They're like, give him a long coat, give him a wide brimmed hat.
I really felt like he could have been like a Highlander character.
Yeah, 100,000%. I get that vibe too.
Like the way that guy was playing
he said he was like an assassin for Saxony or something. So he's been around for a long time, and I like Highlander is what I think.
That's basically his Highlander.
So when I was watching this film, because the plot like fucking confused the shit out of me. Keep in mind, I haven't watched it since 1999. So like when Martin Sheen fucking puts goo on him and he dies and shit and goes to hell, like in my kid brain, I'm like, all right, he's going to hell, and he like drops into like homeless alley or whatever they called it, and I was like, wait a second, is this is this actual hell? Like, what's going on here?
On Earth?
Yeah, is this hell on Earth? Is this a simulation?
Yeah. And then like the clown, John Leguizamo's character, like it says, oh wait, you got amnesia? Let me tell you what happened. I'm like, oh, I want to go back for Wanda. And I was like,
you had 13 beers? I see that's what it says on your shirt.
I mean, I'm just gonna point out this is literally what Andy meant, and it's so important. If you didn't have Clown to literally spell out the entire script, this movie would make absolutely no sense.
No, it would just be a bunch of dark, rainy scenes, and Spawn would kill some guys, and eventually he would fight the devil. You wouldn't know what the fuck is going on. It's written too incompetently. You need Clown.
The shitty CGI devil. The shitty Mortal Kombat movie
that
CGI
devil. Horribly. Oh my god.
Dude, the CGI for that thing.
Afro, like floating in the wind. He's got that Hulk Hogan hair going on.
Yeah. It reminded me of
Gecko.
You remember the Mortal Kombat movie where Reptile's revealed to be like a CGI monster?
Yeah.
He looks just like that.
He definitely looks like the CGI. And again, that's another reason why I think of Mortal Kombat. And unfortunately, I also think a little bit of Annihilation.
Oh my god, that's shit.
Again, the animality thing, like it has that weird, shitty CGI, but
People forgive that though because that scene was so badass. Like they didn't give a fuck because he goes reptile, just like in the game. And then like they fight and it rules. It's like the best fight in the whole movie.
Yeah, totally fine.
And then you just see him for like 5 seconds, so it's okay.
Totally fine.
And Cagliostro is like fucking glowing green throughout the whole fucking movie, and you're like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV like, "Hey, he's like him," and then they like explain like, "You're on Team Hell, and I'm trying to get you away from Team Hell to go on Team fucking Heaven side." I'm like, "What is going on?" And I was like, "Is this what happens in Spawn?" Because like I said, I don't know anything about Spawn. I'm like,
yeah, they should have just had Spawn fight. I don't know, like
Satan.
No, the opposite. They should have just had Spawn like doing some other like Spawn on Earth shit. The devil looked awful. His army looked off, and the devil's voice is like the Dr. Claw. It's
Inspector Gadget.
Dr. Claw.
He's the devil is voiced by Frank Welker, who is like a really good voice actor. He does the voice of fucking Scooby-Doo and Fred in Scooby-Doo for like the last 30 years.
But instead, he definitely sounded like, "I'll get you, Gadget."
Yeah, he's got like that. Like it just seems like a first pass. It seems like this is our proof of concept, and you get like Jimmy the Best Boy to come in and do his Dr. Claw voice, so that you can like get your movie greenlit, and then you get like and it's a shame because like I said, they have a real voice actor in there, and that's what he's doing.
They probably did that first bit as a gag. He did his Dr. Claw, and he's like, "No, that's perfect." And he's like, "Okay, we'll go with that then." I'm like, the guy who plays Megabyte, Tony J in Reboot. He should have been the devil.
That would have been better. I actually would have liked that. But if you do that, you have to give him more of character because the devil doesn't have a character. He's just like evil dude.
This is if we're gonna doctor the whole script and make it better. Like that we do that too.
Well, that's the whole thing too. Is
first thing you do, get rid of Spawn, make Clown the main character.
No,
hey, that might
only
work.
if it's Danny DeVito. That's the only way it'll work.
I like John Leguizamo as Clown. Like Danny DeVito as Clown would be awesome. I agree, but I don't know. I really like that character. That's my favorite part of the movie.
How familiar are you guys with
there's a dog.
The actual like Spawn comics or some of the other like the video games?
I don't know fuck all about Spawn. The only things I know about Spawn are from this movie, and I've seen a few episodes of the animated HBO show that is pretty good.
I don't know much about Spawn.
Keith David is Spawn in that. Keith David owns.
Yeah, he's great. I don't know much about Spawn other than like by kind of osmosis or people talking about like Spawn in general.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that like, Todd McFarlane built his reputation doing shit for Marvel, Yeah. And then he split off on his own and then he made Spawn.
And he was successful at it.
But a lot of people seem to have the opinion that he's not a good writer.
No, he's a great artist, and it sold a lot of action figures too.
And the problem with like Spawn is like a lot of the storylines or like the writing is not good.
It is very contrived. But there is an interesting thing about it that they don't include in this movie is that it's that true situation of he's caught up in a spot where he is recruited to be a general of hell because heaven and hell are fighting each other and Earth is like the battleground, so to speak, or is set to be the battleground. But like in the perspective of humanity in Spawn 2, when he picks a side or does what he's going to do to be like an anti-hero, heaven's also evil. Like heaven's just as bad because they basically want to eradicate anything that is related to sin and then just subjugate everyone. So, like, in the video games, you end up going to heaven and killing a fuckload of angels, which have, like, a bunch of technology that's weird. Like, they're kind of like Norse god. Like, what's that game that, like,
sounds
super
like Too
failed?
Human.
Too Human. It's literally, like, there's an Xbox Spawn game, and that's, like, you go there and you fight a bunch of futuristic, like, Viking angels and Valkyries. Like,
that sounds fun.
No, it is. It's really interesting. Like, and they don't play into any of that in this at all. Which I guess, like, okay, it's
you've got it's 1997.
Denominator. I get it.
They don't want to have a harder time selling this movie. And if you get all the satanic panic parents crusading against it, which I'm sure they were anyway, you can't give them extra fuel. So you save that. You make a successful movie. Then you do that. Except they forgot step one. And
they forgot to make a good movie.
No, they were too busy getting all pissed off about Pokemon and Harry Potter.
Poliwhirl.
They had 2 more years to get pissed off about Pokemon, but
I thought it came out.
no, 95. You're right. You're right. 2 years they had been pissed off about Pokemon at this
I
point.
remember that. Remember when everybody was saying Pokemon was fucking evil? Like you're getting they're getting little devils and they're putting them in their pockets.
Well, with the
Anything
3
that's
fingers.
popular is evil to Christianity. Like it's just that's popular. It's drawing attention from God's grace, and what it is actually is that's popular. Hey, we're the church. Look at us. Look at us. We're with the popular thing. Look at us. We're over here. That's what it is.
Give us your money. We don't pay
You see this character? His name is Mewtwo. He has 3 fingers. That's the devil. Remember that video?
Who else has 3 fingers? Fucking Satan.
Some of the scenes in this movie, I laughed my ass off because it reminds me of Disney Channel type of scenes that happen. Like the homeless guy is there in the birthday party. The little kid's like, "Hey, look at the homeless guy! Look at my dog!" And then near the end, where Cagliostro and fucking Spawn are sitting by the fireplace, looking at DB Sweeney and Wanda and stuff, they're like, "They're meant
That's
for
an
each
asinine
other."
place to have your finale.
Yeah,
A fucking living room.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this movie really falls apart at the end. Not that it was together to begin with, but the ending, it's just there's this whole bit where they do this transition, and he just shows up. They just skipped a shit ton of time and said, fuck it, he's there now. We're not even going to show what happened in between. He's just there.
They're special effects guys. They're not writers.
They're not.
Clearly.
Yeah, let's make him come out of the fireplace like it's a fucking Spawn there.
Remember Beetlejuice when they went in and out of the fireplace? It's just do everything like that.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how fucking worthless the first 20 minutes of this movie are? Before he spawned? Man, I don't give a fuck about any of those characters.
But that's his origin.
I know, but let's get on with it.
They did get on with
I'm
it.
here for Spawn. I mean, that's the thing is in Batman Begins, you can have a pre-Batman, but you got to make it interesting, and they do. In Spawn, they're trying to have a pre-Spawn, and it's not interesting. It's just $20 budget PS2 shooter story. Oh, you're a secret. You're the most secretest of the secret agents, and you've got a hot wife, and you got to go to North Korea and blow up the viruses. It's just so stupid. It's so fucking forgettable. Paper cutter, just nonsense. Baby's first middle school.
Isn't that literally
writing assignment? I hate it.
Isn't that literally a plot point in one of the Call of Duty games that everyone's like, "Hey,
I'm sure it is."
When they did this and it was prolific because they got betrayed at the end, and I was like, I remember watching it and I was like, this feels an awful lot like a Call of Duty campaign.
Yeah, in the beginning of the movie, he's
Call of Duties have better stories than Spawn.
Yeah,
I don't even like Call of Duty stories. But I'll stick up for him over this.
with the intro of him fucking killing those dudes, and then he goes. Shoots that rocket, and it has that little UI of the rocket going at the Muslims at the plane and stuff. And I was like, what's going on here?
I didn't understand that. Did he kill a bunch of innocent people in that control tower or not?
Well, that's what
it seems like he kills a bunch of innocent control tower guys and then blows up a jet, and then they're like, "Oh, we accidentally killed a bunch of civilians." But at the beginning, it says Hong Kong military base. Why are there civilians landing in a military base? But if that's the case, then the people he killed in the tower are actually soldiers. But it's 1997, so I'm confused if they're Chinese or if they're...
Gotta get them all. They're all
British
there at once.
Or, and if it is a military base, why don't they name it? And if it is a military base, why is freaking Gaddafi landing there, or whoever that is? None of it makes sense. It's all it's baby's first creative writing assignment. It's so stupid.
It's
fun.
It's
the movie actually just confirmed that Pokemon are real. That's actually where Mewtwo is being held based on the number of people and the 3 fingers. That's what it was.
That's what the green goo was for.
I was like, what the fuck is that shit? He shot she shot him, and then he's like, get him. And then just green shit just comes out like it's fucking Gak or whatever from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
and then he's like,
How do you unlock that attachment?
Yeah, I was like, where's that attachment for my rifle? I want the one that shoots green shit on somebody. And it just,
Well, I guess it's just a super soaker. You just buy a super soaker and spray paint it black.
that'd be hilarious. Like, you just shoot him with that. They're like, what the fuck? They're just puzzled. They're just completely caught off guard. Then you can do whatever you want.
I will admit I did laugh when the clown was being the clown at the birthday party, and then he sees Al on the floor, and I'm
Bad Crispy.
That shit was funny. But it was
Yeah.
funny because it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to be like a little cheeky. He's supposed to be a little silly.
He's he's trying to be funny and cheeky, but like the whole thing with Spawn laying on the ground being like,
Yeah.
That went on way too long too. Like they're like, oh, he looks all burned and he's in pain, and you're like, becoming Spawn. Just become Spawn. I'm bored.
He has to grow his ball hair out before he can become Spawn. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, you're gonna grow hair in some weird places. Yeah,
That's right. It's the necrovirus. He's got to go through Spawn puberty.
Spawn puberty.
So let's think about this, because like the devil fucking touts himself to being like this fucking mastermind, right? So let's look at this plan again. Like Andy brought it up before about the clown tricking Spawn to kill fucking Martin Sheen to blow up his heart and stuff. That's a dumb fucking plan. For a fucking, why not just like, is that supposed to be a loophole in some way?
Let's talk about how he gave Spawn before he could make sure that Spawn was intended to do what he was supposed to do. He gave Spawn the power to destroy the rest of his army.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what didn't make sense to me. Is they get Spawn? They're like, oh, he's the ultimate soldier. Kill Spawn. Kill Michael J. White. And we'll turn him into Spawn, and then we'll have this guy to kill Martin Sheen later. Martin Sheen, he just has his heart hooked up to this little thing. You can just hire a sharpshooter. Like, it doesn't have to be a demon superhero anti-guy. Just hire someone with a scope and a rifle. And then when Martin Sheen's going to the Swiss embassy to go do his little dance, just fucking shoot him in the head from down the block. Bam, you win. Like, why are you going through all these extra steps?
Yeah, once they blow it up, it's hell's unleashed. It doesn't matter. They literally could kill him in the operating table.
Yeah.
Why does it have
Like,
to be
they do talk about they can't do it directly. Like, there's hell rules or whatever, and that's why they need Martin Sheen to do the virus. They can't just do it themselves.
You don't have to say anymore. The demon code. I watched the
there's like there's like a weird
They need him
contrivance.
They need him to give in to his hatred and fucking kill him so he can like fully convert over.
Yeah, they need to seven his ass
to be hell Spawn. So like he needs to be like, like it's like he needs to become a Sith. You know? That's like the whole thing.
So, question, because Martin Sheen just like fucking like checks out after like Spawn levitates the fucking heart thing out of his body, and he just goes and he just sits by the wall, and he's just like, oh man, I was double crossed. Oh, and he just checks out.
What can he do? It's like Spawn's like a god, and then like the clown guy is like the clown.
He's the violator at that point. He's that big scary demon monster.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this: we don't know how time works when they go through whatever the portal is to hell and back. So, like, it's the only thing I can think that makes sense as to why Martin Sheen's character didn't just fucking murder everyone in that house and leave. Because think about that ending: Spawn comes back and everyone's been dealt with, and they beat hell, and everyone he cares about is dead.
Well, he just got beat up by Spawn and got like some shit torn off his heart. He's probably not in a good mood, and it seems like whatever guy seems like he just kicked his ass, right?
Well, he's tied up though.
Oh, is he still at that point?
Yeah. At that point, he and the girl are still tied up to a chair.
No, the girl's untied at that point.
Is she? I thought both of them were still tied up, and it was just Wanda, the one he loves, that was untied.
I don't know. She got untied by Cagliostro when he turned up. I know that.
Maybe okay. Maybe, maybe they were untied then. But like again, the only way I could try to make sense of it was okay. Well, there's like this weird like relation of time because when they come back, it's effectively the exact same position they were in. So like. It would also explain why, he goes through the portal, immediately gets dumped at the beginning, and 5 years passed. Like, time is irrelevant to the space of what's going on.
I think the writers didn't think about it.
That's actually the truth. So we can do whatever justifications
It doesn't
we want,
matter. It's
we
Spawn. None of this matters. It's all Clown World.
we don't need to think about it because they didn't either.
I'm ready to put a bow on Spawn already. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
hold
me too.
on,
Why are you making me like think so much less about this movie? I feel like I put way too many points on Spawn.
Oh, not me. I think less of this movie than ever before, but I like it no less for it.
Yeah,
I got one more thing to say. Like, I may have missed a part. I don't know, but like Wanda never knows that it's Al, right? She gets like oh my god, he knows my name.
I assume she learns at some point because the husband knows. So
yeah, but he like never says anything because remember when he picks up the daughter and Wanda's like, no, you need to tell me no more secrets, and he's like, fucking Martin Sheen, he wants to blow up the world with his fucking heart thing. And he's like, we need to leave now. And they're like, okay, let's go. And
they leave the dog behind. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
He knows his way home, though.
Well, he literally did, so I guess fuck me. But like, because the kid's like, I followed the dog here. And I was like, oh, he really did know his way home. All right. Because I thought that was bullshit. But here we go. I guess Spaz is a genius. Smartest character in this whole damn movie.
Oh my god! Another funny scene that I laughed my ass off is like when the kid is digging through the garbage, and I didn't know it was his dad yet. But like he eats the sandwich and he starts to spit it out, and the father's like, "You don't waste food," and he like goes to like smack him, and Spawn comes and throws him.
You know what I thought on it? You can't piss on hospitality. I won't let you. So it got a laugh out of me inadvertently.
Oh my god, this is funny because that sandwich was like clearly rotten and shit.
Yeah, it was clearly trash. Yeah,
and he's like, "What? That's my dad." He's like about to murder him. I want to give a shout out to that weird church Spawn was hanging out at because it looks like the exact set that they filmed Sting's like fucking Titantron and WCW and he was Crow Sting. It looks exactly the same.
That's cool.
It's super cool. Yeah.
It even had all the rain and shit, the lightning. I was like, this is like exactly the same set where they were filming Sting looking cool. Also, I like the parts where like he was like crashing their little gala thing or whatever. And he's like killing all those fucking people, and he killed that bitch.
He kills the woman who's obviously evil, but then he kills like a bunch of innocent Swiss guards. As far as I know, like who are these guys? Are they A6? I don't know.
They're not innocent. They're on the list.
I guess so.
But no. The whole thing about that was like it reminded me of like Devil May Cry for some reason because he was like figuring out his powers and he's like, damn, like he did something awesome and Michael Jai White's just like, damn, like he came through all that prosthetics and shit for a minute.
That's cool.
The suit fucking
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, for the record, I like Michael Jai White in this. He's cool. He's a fun actor. I've always liked him.
He's cool. I like the Spawn costume. It looks cool.
It does.
Even if it took 4 hours to fucking put on.
That's
I'm serious. I looked it up. It's part of my facts.
Oh, and I know a lot of people disagree with me on this. I like the cape effect. I know it didn't age well. I think the cape effect looks bad as hell.
I mean, it looks fine as some otherworldly fucking cape because it's
it's like it's a big scary demon power cape. It's cool.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I love the cape for like the breadth of like where it's at, and like again, it's also nostalgic to looking at the comics or the animated show, like how cool it looks. Like the cape is cool, and it's way better in the CGI compared to anything in Hell.
Oh,
because it's like less is more. It's like all they're animating is like a cape. It's not like an entire computer generated background with like a bunch of shitty looking PS1 demons, and then like they literally copy pasted Spawn. Like
that was weird.
There were like 500 Spawns there or something.
How do they know rank? Because I know he's the general. I guess the cape is part of the general. I guess
it's the cape, or it's like maybe they have different designs on their chest or something.
They're all moving like fucking PS1 graphics in the background and stuff, like a GIF.
It is 97.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I guess I'll go into my facts. I've only got 2, and I already did half of one just now. It took Michael Jai White 4 hours to get in his Spawn shit, and basically
I believe it.
he said he leaned on his extensive experience in martial arts to get through it every day. He was like, basically, I could just like meditate and like just like try to make myself push through it. It worked for him.
That sounds silly, but I choose to believe it. I choose to believe him wholeheartedly.
I mean, sometimes like those you hear stories of some of these actors getting in like, you know, parts like that where they have to do extensive prosthetics and it's like a huge pain in the ass and it takes forever.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think it would be really difficult to stay still for that long.
No doubt.
yeah, and then like John Leguizamo, poor fucking him. It took them 8 hours to put all that shit on him.
Oh my
Woof.
god.
And then like they got it down to 4 though. Eventually they figured out a process and they were able to get it down to 4.
Like 8 hours. Like your shift at work, your regular idiot everyday job is John Leguizamo getting fucking clown shit put on him.
So it's like, what did they do? They spent 8 hours to get all that shit on him, and he acted for 4, and then that was the day. Like, it's just,
I don't know. Maybe he slept during it.
God, I hope so. He said it sucked though. It felt like being in a giant condom, and all he would do is sweat, and it was just misery.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
that
he's
checks
not
out.
that size, so
Yeah.
Imagine having to take a shit, man. That would suck. You get your.
I made sure to evacuate my bowels and my bladder before we started, so I'm good. Like, I basically won't eat for 16 hours, I guess. Here we go.
Wear a diaper, right? Like,
God.
He probably did.
I mean, it definitely looked
Shitty
like he did.
diaper. But in '92, they started negotiations for this film to make it like with New Line Cinema and stuff. Talks fell through with Todd McFarlane. I guess he was trying to be in a bigger role in this movie creatively in some way. And he just felt that they weren't giving him enough creative control over the movie. So he sold the rights to the movie to New Line for like $1. In exchange, he would get creative input and merch rights. And they're like, okay.
merch, he knew that merch rights is where it's at.
He's like, yeah, well, if you're not going to let me like creatively, like, you know, be in charge of this movie in some way, then give me the fucking merch money and all this other stuff. Give me creative control. And that's it. That's like the most interesting stuff I could really find about this one. This was not the Superman rabbit hole I want to like go into.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna recommend it just based off of the nostalgia, but like we fucking like shat on this movie like the whole episode, but I had a good time doing it.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I'll say one more thing and then I'll give my opinion too. The woman that was like the toady for like Martin Sheen's character when she got blown away and shit. For some reason, I thought she was going to come back as like a devil bad guy.
I thought that too. Like I hadn't seen this movie before, and I thought I remembered that happening.
Me too. I was like, she comes back, right? No,
it's like she has to. She's
Maybe
too
that's
distinct.
A fun thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
where you're going?
looking,
It's Halloween every day. One of the best lines.
Damn, yeah,
That's good. That's
but
good
you know, I found out in the comics she wasn't a character in the comics until after this movie. So she got Harley Quinned, but. They did that. They did that. They made it to where it's like, okay, she dies and then she comes back as a Hellspawn.
That makes sense. I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So there. Now, my opinion, this movie's okay. Like, I don't like clown. I still say the writing and stuff and the direction's not that good, but it's like
true.
It has this weird appeal and nostalgia to it in a way.
Yeah, thank God it's an hour and a half, right? Thank God.
Yeah,
man, I felt like time was dilating.
Thing.
I felt like time was dilating though in that ending. I was like, God damn, why is this still not over? Like, I don't know what was happening there, but like,
why are we in the living room?
Why are we still in this damn living room?
Yep.
I like it. I recommend it. I think it has like a bizarre 90s magnetism to it that I just really enjoy, and I love clowns, so I'm the other end of that. I'm the other end of the clown spectrum.
It's because he's Wario coded. That's why.
Yeah, that's right. Perfect. 100% true.
Wow.
I didn't realize that, but now that you said it, it makes sense. Honestly, this movie's like complete dog shit. And it's awful. But man, it's cool. It's cool. I try not to do that. I try on the show not to be like, oh, it's a good movie to watch with your friends. It's fucking smoke a doober, man. But no, it's a dumbass movie, and I like it. Like I saw it when I was a kid, and I was like, oh man, this movie's bad, but dude, I love it. So now I still like it. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah, if we had a lot of marijuana and diet colas, and we didn't have Burnout for the PS2, this is what we would watch.
100%.
I always hate that.
If I was like stuck in a cabin and there was nothing there but like a VHS of Spawn and a VCR and like a 6-pack of Bud Light, I'd be like, "Oh, this is gonna be an all right afternoon."
For real,
honestly, things have been worse.
Oh
wow, that summarizes it perfectly. I can't do it better than that. Nostalgia's a hell of a drug. I also recommend this movie.
now I have to own Spawn on VHS after that.
Yeah, that'd be all right. I think it was one of the ones that had like the shiny Matrix style covers. I think I remember thinking that.
It did.
Yeah, let's go. All right. Well, we've watched all the Cape shit that we're gonna watch for this month. For this month of Big Trouble in Little Podcast, and as we always do, this is the movie ranking podcast. So we're gonna rank the Cape shit that we've watched. We each chose one, and now we've ranked it based on. We each had 15 points. We each scored them. Who wants to give their rankings first? Who's super excited?
I'll go first.
Okay, good. I don't want to go first
Whoa.
for a specific reason.
All right. So, like I said in the beginning, this is all based off of me fucking liking it and being like, it's cool. It has no critical points, and there is a fucking curve on Spawn, even though, like I said, we shit on this movie all fucking night. So number 4. Number 4, Hellboy, 2 points. Number 3.
Never mind. You're not allowed to have an opinion anymore.
Number 3, Constantine, 3 points. Number 2, Spawn with 4 points. And number 1, Superman with 6 points.
All right, so you like Spawn more than Hellboy?
Yes.
Don't worry. It's you're gonna have the same groan at me in just a moment. So yeah. Well, I guess I'll just transition with that. So mine, I picked Superman with 2 points.
You're fired. Delete him off of here.
I'm not going to say a word. This is Zach's show now.
Constantine, 3 points. I have Spawn at 4 points. I hate that it's there, but I have Hellboy at 6 points. No. I literally have dubs, and we have our 1 and our 4 flipped.
It's bullshit.
Well, you know what? I'll go next. I have Constantine at number 4. Just gave it 2 points. Number 3 is Spawn. Number 2 is Superman. They both have 4 points. I've never had a more diametrically opposed 2 movies that I like and hate for completely different reasons, but I do feel like they're kind of on an even keel in a really bizarre way. And then Hellboy is number 1 with 5 points. I was going to give it more, but I only got 15 points. What are you going to do?
Fair enough.
All right, Zach, you're up.
Okay. I got Spawn at 4th with 2 points. Constantine at 3 with 3 points. Hellboy at 2 with 4 points. Superman at 1 with 6 points.
All right, what's our final ranking, Chaz?
Yeah, so I actually had to undo it real quick because I realized I did the math wrong. But here's where we're at. We got Constantine at number 4. We have Spawn at number 3. After shitting on it, I don't know how Spawn ended up at 3, but again, nostalgia's a hell of a drug, right?
Yeah, I feel like we liked Constantine more than Spawn.
Yeah, well, and to be fair, the points for these movies are actually really close together. I feel like as far as like the gap between number 1 to number 4, it's probably the narrowest I've ever seen it. So that's something to like consider. But anyway, number 2 is Hellboy, and number 1 by 1 point is Superman.
Let me change my. Just kidding.
Yeah, I accidentally did a 6 for Zach on Hellboy, so I had it up above it for 1 point, and then I realized, wait, math's wrong. But yeah, it makes sense that Superman's there, but
no, Superman deserves to be on top of Cape shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not that it's not that I even disliked Superman. I have more nostalgia for every other movie we watched. I can't even tell you why I have nostalgia for Constantine, other than I just have nostalgia for anything that makes me think of the music video of "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence.
Hell yeah!
Let me tell
dude.
you this. This is the flip side. I have nostalgia for none of these movies,
and that's fair. But I have no nostalgia for Superman. I never watched it. It was fine. I still liked it. Right?
I said it last week, and I'll say it again now. These movies are all very definitively products of their times. Every one of them. Mm-hmm. Every one of these 4 movies is very much a 1978 movie, very much a 2006 movie, very much whatever. And I think that factors into this a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's part of why like Constantine can feel nostalgic, even if you didn't watch Constantine every other year since it came out. Like you didn't have to watch it a lot. You just kind of had to be alive and experience the culture the Evanescence culture that is Constantine.
I think that's a perfect way to describe it, because I never watched that or Superman, and I had none of that attachment to Superman, but I had all of it.
You weren't alive in 1978.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And
you didn't watch Superman on TBS, Beans and Cornbread? You didn't see that? Like
Beans and Cornbread. You remember the old what's the old 90s, like remember they used to have like the Friday night movies they'd show, and then they had
Dinner in a Movie
skits, and they had the skits of the monkeys acting out other movies.
Vaguely.
It's like stupid shit. That. Yeah, they like would. I remember there's like one where they're literally acting out the scene from When Harry Met Sally, and it's like a monkey like just going nuts, and that's the equivalent of a woman having the fake orgasm at the table, and then the person's like, "I'll have what she's having." It's a fucking monkey.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, what's going on for next month, and what's next week's picks?
Oh, I should probably have him up, shouldn't I? Oh, no, you got him for me. Sweet. We're going to go back to Star Trek. We did Star Trek last year and the year before, and we all had a lot of fun doing it. So kind of at my insistence a little bit, we're going to do Star Trek again. Next week, we're going to watch the original Star Trek. These are Zach's picks, right?
Yes.
The original Star Trek, Wolf in the Fold, Season 2, Episode 14, and A Piece of the Action. Also Season 2, Episode 17 or 11?
It's 17.
17. Okay, the font's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go watch those. They're on Paramount streaming and some other places, I'm sure. And then we will discuss classic Star Trek. I've been looking forward to this month for like 6 months. Like I love when we do Star Trek stuff. It's fun.
Cool. All right. Silent Stinger. No, within that last week, I did not change it. So Silent Stinger.
Let's
Hello.
Let's go reverse order from what we did last week.
I never saw a video. Was I supposed to see a video for the Silent Stinger?
No.
Yeah, it happened.
Oh,
I saw
weird. It didn't show it to me. I just saw us the whole time. That was weird.
So silent, you didn't even know.
Very silent. Silent and invisible.
Nice.
And deadly. We don't have smell-o-vision yet.
All right. So you want to go in reverse order of what? That was 7 days ago. I don't remember what order we did.
I remember Andy, Dub, Zach, Chaz.
Okay, I'll go first. I haven't had a lot of time since last week. So I did more Big Trouble rips. I actually opened the cards, my trophy cards from winning Gundam Locals, and I got the unicorn, which is one of the coolest trophies from season 3, and I was really excited about that. I also got Quattro Pagina. That's his real name, and he ain't never betrayed no one. That's a joke.
Is he Italian?
No. He's Spacenoid.
He's from space.
He's from Side 3. Wink.
I mean, so are Italians.
In space.
But yeah, doing that. Still watching Zeta. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I'll just talk about it when I'm done with it. Honestly, something I don't want to bring it up every week, even though I technically do watch stuff about this every week, but it's been more exciting recently, and I know Dubs has seen some of it. Dubs, can we discuss Dabbleverse shit for just a second?
Okay.
Like, what are you watching? Because I got you that Patreon thing. Have you watched or listened to bonus episode 102 yet.
Not
It came out
yet,
like yesterday.
but I've been following the Stuttering John situation at the club, and
Rodney's.
And then recently on WATP they did Chad something, Skinny
Zuma.
Chad, yeah,
Oh.
Skinny
Maybe.
Chad, or I don't know what it is, but it's a guy who wants Carl to wear pants. And
The hamburger pants.
Apparently, because
I
like
thought
this
that was
guy is
old.
the guy went to like Boston and apparently threatened Carl. He said that you better wear these pants.
This guy's office rocker. He's a crazy person.
He's like, you better wear these pants or I'm gonna kill you.
he bought him hamburger pants and mailed them to him in the mail, and then kept like pestering him with super chats to like put on the hamburger pants so he can see them. It's like, this is getting really weird.
What the fuck?
Sending him videos with like a gun in his hand. Put on the
This is
pants.
the most mild dabble first plot line I could think of too.
Well, what's funny is like the guy went up to Blind Mike because like after the show in Boston, they went to like a bar, and he's like, he said to Blind Mike, just to let you know, I'm not gonna kill you in Boston.
This is old. This is old stuff.
Well, I just learned today, so I was
Okay,
watching
all
it.
right.
Yeah.
It's
It's
interesting.
new to him, damn it.
I
Yeah.
guess. Sorry.
Yeah.
Zach knows what I did there.
We can't be all metropolitan and up on everything.
I know it's just weird that he just stumbled upon this because it's like an older story or whatever. But yeah, the
still don't
Rodney
know
stuff
who-
is new. Stuttering John made a fool of himself, and it's just funny and entertaining. And I don't know. We never get to talk about it. Every once in a while, you'll put in the group chat something like, "Man, Whitney Cummings is stupid," and that's like just it. And I'm like, oh, he's watching WATP probably.
Yeah. Because every time they put her on, I'm just like, she looks like a fucking tall gray alien because her body is like fucking long and shit, and she's just
She does look weird, I guess.
Yeah, she's dumb as hell, dude, and she's
I mean,
not
yeah,
funny.
I just don't like her for other reasons.
Yeah. But what else were you gonna bring up? Well, you could talk about the bonus episode. I'll watch it.
I mean, it's just interesting stuff. Just Stuttering John being insane and Keanu falling out with him and Ava falling out with him and whatever. Nothing we need to talk about if you haven't seen it. It's fine.
He's losing all his girls.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah. Just for context for both Chaz and Zach, when he always gets a girl on his show, he gets super fucking weird. He gets all like, "Hey, how's it going?" and all that stuff.
He's also a massive drunk. Like,
yeah.
very.
And he screams "Skull" every time he fucking drinks. He goes "Skull," and he
That
like
seems
drinks.
fun.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I would go to a Stuttering John show at this point. I think it would be fun.
The question is, does he stutter when he's drunk or
No.
when he's sober?
No.
Why is
Yeah.
it called stuttering?
Well, he used to he got a job on the Howard Stern show because he stuttered, but
He
I
got
guess
over it?
he's kind of over it. I guess I don't
He
know. It's
leveled
kind of
up?
confusing. He seems to only stutter when he's like about to lie or he's nervous, and it's like, well, everyone stutters when they do those things.
So he's just John.
Yeah, he's just John.
This
Yeah.
is John now. That's boring though. You can't just call him John. Did you hear about the new thing that happened with John? Like, it's not the same.
I mean,
exactly.
if you're watching a Dabbleverse show, that makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
if
I
you
know
watch
you
it-
set it up.
Well, does he stutter when the women are there? He mentioned he gets weird whenever the women are there.
Maybe a little
No,
bit. Like
he's just really thirsty.
I think what he I think what he does when he stutters, he's bad at improv. And I know it's not improving, but he's like trying to like say something funny, but he kind of like stutters it midway. So I think that's what they call him Stuttering John, because that's what he did in Howard Stern all the time. He would try to tell a joke and then he would like fucking like have a car wreck into the finish line.
Why
He
did
was-
chicken?
he-
Why did chicken cross the road? He Porky Pigs it. That's what you're getting to, yeah.
Kinda, yeah, but it'd be like
He
"Yeah,
was the
you look-
guy
you
that the
look
Howard
like a
Stern
retard."
show. The Howard Stern show sent him out to the red carpet to ask embarrassing questions to celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But the jokes were all written by people on Howard's writing staff, not John. But John tries to act like, they're his jokes, like he's a writer, he's very funny. But My favorite one was always Ringo Starr was doing something, and he got near Ringo Starr with his little microphone, and he's like, Ringo, what'd you do with the money? And Ringo's like, what money? And he goes, the money that your mother gave you for singing lessons.
What?
That's a funny. It's a joke.
So this guy's he's the Vince Russo of the Howard Stern show. This is basically
maybe. It's funny.
Well, he tries to take credit for fucking material that he didn't actually come up with.
Oh yeah, no,
I mean, that's like...
he's in the Writers Guild for some reason. He worked on the. I mean, I'm gonna do John's job for him and recite his resume, as he will always want to do on every show he's on. But I guess he wrote for the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast, and he supposedly helped write on the Tonight Show when he was on it. He says, but even that's kind of up for debate, depending on who you ask. And
don't forget, I'm a substitute teacher.
And he was a substitute teacher, and he drove an Uber, and
I have a trans kid.
I own my own boat. Not anymore, though. He sold it.
He sounds like Vince Russo. That's what he sounds like.
Well, it's funny you bring up Vince Russo because Stuttering John did a thing with, I think I sent the link in the Facebook, but he went up to like Vince McMahon. He's like, wrestling's fake, right? He's like trying to like fucking piss off Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon.
What did he do?
Vince just did like a corporate thing and just like went away. He's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Whatever, pal. And he fucking power walked away. Yeah.
Yeah. But you got, like I said, you could literally get into any Dabbleverse show and you could kind of get caught up because like usually when they're covering John, they'll like bring up like past things that he's done throughout the Dabbleverse.
If anyone's ever been like, I don't know where to start with this dumb bullshit, first of all, don't. But second of all, if you have to, there is now the perfect show to do it. Dabbleverse Live is just Carl and Blind Mike, and it's just whatever happened that week is what they show clips of and discuss. And that's the best way to like dip a toe into the Dabbleverse. Besides, they're my two favorite like Dabbleverse host people.
Wait.
I'm still pissed off they killed Who Are These Socials to start that show because that was my favorite. But whatever.
Why is Blind Mike called Blind Mike?
He's literally a blind man.
Okay.
Yeah.
He worked for Barstool Sports for a while.
You didn't see that coming, did you, Zach?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be some
neither would Mike.
Zing.
Wait, did you say he was on Barstool Sports?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let that marinate for a second. I'm just trying to think about how someone blind had anything good to say about sports.
I guess he wasn't always 100% blind. He has like that ocular degeneration thing or something.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay.
I think he's completely legally blind, but I think he has like pinhole kind of like fuzzy vision.
Macular degeneration.
I've heard him mention it like once or twice, like his actual like medical blindness, but it's not funny, so it doesn't really come up with the shows a whole lot.
He's got eyeball rot. Okay.
But honestly, as long as we're talking about Blind Mike, he does a show, Why Are You Laughing? It's just a history of comedy. That show is extremely good. I recommend that to anyone who's interested in like stand-up or sitcoms or comedians or late night or talk radio or just Why Are You Laughing? It's a great show.
Mm-hmm. And the Dabbleverse is fucking huge, dude. There's so many people in that fucking Dabbleverse universe shit. Is just insane. Anthony Cumia is in there, who fucking Opie and Anthony. So Opie's fucking in there as like a locale.
He doesn't want to be, but he sure is.
Yeah,
I know about him.
I'm here in my.
You know about the Opster?
I know about Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Whoa. We got it.
Then you got Shuli, you got E-Rock, you got pretty much everybody from the Opie and Anthony staff and the Howard Stern staff are just like within this universe.
Tukey, El Harible, all those are the same person.
Yeah.
Cardiff.
You'll see puppets, you'll see fucking potatoes. Like
Tukey's a puppet.
Yeah. And Cardiff is a Canadian potato.
That's right.
Canadian potato.
Yeah.
What was that, like Canadian bacon? Is it? It's like some kind of alternative potato.
He's just a potato from Canada.
It's man. This is going to show what a Dabbleverse dork I am. But a long time ago, on who are these podcasts? They reviewed a show called Someone Swipes Left. I can't remember the names. Like Pam Swipes Left, and it was about online dating. It was just like a real shitty podcast, and they reviewed it. But that podcast had an after show called Palm Swipes Left, and it was like some wormy dork using one of those like Instagram filters that made him look like a potato, and he would talk about that show, and then WATP made fun of him too. At this time, Cardiff Electric, who is named after the company in Halt and Catch Fire, which is weird, but anyway, that has nothing to do with his character. But Cardiff was starting the Stuttering John Army, which was an anti-Carl. It was a gag, an anti-Carl and WATP thing. He said he was going to go to the next WATP show and piss on everyone's shoes so they couldn't go in. It's just like dumb shit like that. But he wanted to remain anonymous, so he ripped off Palm Swipes Left and got a potato filter. And then now he's just stuck with it. Now he's just a potato for the last 5 or 6 years or however fucking long it's been.
Yep.
But
Man. Yeah, Dabbleverse. Good luck.
Yeah. That's why I saved. I want to talk about Dabbleverse shit for when I didn't have a lot of other stuff to talk about, because it's just it runs, the lore is deep. Like it's you guys have wrestling, I got the Dabbleverse.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Dubs, hit us with all the stuff you did in a week.
I actually played Division 2 last week. Because they updated it. They have a realism mode where it's not about like, have you guys ever played Division?
No, I've watched you play it and it looked cool, but I've never played it.
You know how like in RPGs, or like a good example, Borderlands, like when you shoot, like you see the hit armor like dwindle down and all that stuff in certain areas. Like if like you shoot the body, a certain damage will happen. Well, they took that out in realism mode. It's just a shooter now, where you're just doing the missions, you're doing side missions. It's just an RPG. The only thing that like has a point system is the gear that you get based off of the levels that you passed.
Is it still PvP or is it PvE?
It's PvE, and headshots are automatic kills enemies now.
That makes sense.
So I've been fucking tapping heads all yeah. But other than that, I also played Doom 2016 today before the stream.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I thought I was going through my Steam and I thought I clicked the 90s Doom, and I clicked the 2016. I'm like, why is it taking forever to do 600 megabytes? And I was like, oh, I did 2016, and I was like,
be able to run this on my fridge.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess I'm playing 2016, and I had fun. Man, that game was fucking awesome. Soundtrack is cool.
That's one of my favorite game soundtracks, period, ever.
Yeah, and the gameplay is fucking amazing. I actually heard rumors that they might be doing a revamp, kind of like how they did with Doom with Quake. So that might be coming next.
Yeah, I thought they like soft announced that at QuakeCon one year.
I think they mentioned it, but then it like went on the wayside when Microsoft started laying off and canceling projects like Perfect Dark. So people are like, I guess that's done with it. But the rumors are coming back up again.
I just hope they don't, like, everyone thinks Quake, and they think Quake 3 and Quake Arena and stuff, and they think arena shooters. I want Quake. Like, I want the Quake 1. I want like medieval gothic brutalist
Cthulhu bullshit.
Cthulhu, like bloody knights. Like, I want that. I want Quake. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's what I want too, because the only reason why people like Quake 3 is all the esports people, because that's where a lot of people play the esports.
I'm not going to say I don't like Quake 3 too.
I love it. It's just for a single player, you have to do Quake 1 and Quake 2 first.
100%.
Don't be like a Konami and be like, we're going to do remake for number 2 first, okay? Fucking deal with it. And then we'll go.
Just as a minor PSA, those games have been remastered, but it's Night Dive, right? Night Dive Studios did it.
Mm.
Night Dive redid those games, and they did a fucking stellar job, and they go on sale all the time. So pick them up for anything. They're on the Switch, they're on PS5, they're on Xbox, they're on PC, they're everywhere. Pick them up. They're cheap.
And if you bought Quake like way back in the day, like when they had like the Quake events, and they would just like sell you all the Quake games for like $2. If you had the original Quake, you automatically got the upgrade, the remaster.
It's so cool that they do that stuff. They did that with Doom too, because I think I had Doom 2 or Doom 1 on GOG, and they did that new thing where they packaged Final Doom and all the other Dooms and like all the most famous WADs in a big thing. And if you owned any version of Doom, you just got it for free, all of it. Man, that's cool. They're cool.
Yeah, but that's all I've done in a week.
I want to play Doom now.
Yep.
Zach, you're next.
Okay, I watched some YouTube bullshit. Watched some video about Resident Evil clones, because it's like an ongoing series a channel does called Avalanche Reviews. I follow.
He's awesome. I love him.
Dubs follows him too. But I like watching those because it's a good ear to the ground for like indie horror games coming out. I've been exposed to so many cool indie horror games that are coming from that series of videos. That's how I found out about stuff like that's terrible. I just blanked on that name. Dubs, you picked that game for Lost in Nightmares. It was one of your picks. Signalis.
Oh yeah, Signalis.
Yeah, I learned about Signalis through like his series of videos and some other stuff we're talking about, like Crow Country. I think he also reviewed Crow Country, but I knew about that before he did the video.
I learned about that from insert credit.
Yeah, back when it was good. But I don't know. I haven't listened to that show anymore after Tim left. I'm sorry.
Every once in a while, I've listened to a few episodes since Tim left, and it's not like they suck now. Like they're all still good, like they were, and it's entertaining enough. I don't know. I just dip in for like the list episodes, or if they have a cool host or a cool guest on. I mean to say, but even that, I think I've listened to like 3 episodes in the last 6 months.
Just doesn't stick the same. I don't know. I lost interest a lot when he left.
Yeah, it's just the way that they separated.
Yeah.
Bad taste in your mouth.
There was drama.
Sorta.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really talk about it that much when it happened. They just split up. There's something happened where Tim made a video and he made some kind of like dig or comment at them. I guess the way they looked at it in the video.
Creative differences, pretty much.
I guess.
I don't know. He said something like he was always only going to be on the show temporarily, and that period has ended, and he needs to focus on other stuff. But
yeah,
I mean, I fucking love Tim Rogers. He seems like a really interesting guy, but I'll bet you he's hard to be friends with. Maybe. I mean, I've never met him. I don't want to like assume anything about him. That's shitty of me to do. But he does seem like maybe an abrasive guy, I guess.
He has said as much himself about himself.
I guess that's true. That's true. But I guess he said or did something that rubbed them the wrong way, and then all of them, especially Frank, which really upset me because Frank's my other favorite host from the show, but he was like saying some stuff about like, I don't know, like abusive relationships or gaslighting or something. I was like,
I'll never fucking work with that guy again.
You're blowing this out of proportion, it sounds like, but I don't know. We don't know what happened behind the scenes, and honestly, like, I kind of don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't really want to know. But anyways, so been watching that again, that stuff. Also watched some Wrestling Bios videos. Reliving the War ended. I didn't really follow that, but you know, that you could say that probably inspired our show that we do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really ripping off Reliving the War, I guess, but it's just like our perspective as we revisit all that stuff.
Yeah, we're very detail oriented. I'm not saying he's not detailed, but like we get into the nitty gritty in some areas.
We're actually reviewing the whole shows, like and just talking about like everything that happens. So you could maybe make an argument it's like more in depth.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a pretty big moment though, because it's like that's pretty much built his channel into like what it is now.
Yeah, he was like, he in one of his ends videos, he's like, I was only gonna do like this for a couple of months or whatever, and he's like, I got to do it, and he just kept on going.
He kept going, and it got to a point where he like almost like he did burn himself out a couple times, but I think he got to a point where he was just like, God damn, I don't know if I can do this still. This is getting insane.
So I think he hired an editor or whatever.
He had a couple of editors, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like his other stuff's been coming out too that I wanted to watch. It gets paywalled behind like members only shit. So I gotta wait for that to drop later. Like he did the video about what happened with Razor Ramon and Goldust. Like that was gonna be a big match at WrestleMania 12. And it didn't happen. And instead we got the Hollywood backlot brawl with Goldust and Roddy Piper, which is cool.
Little backstory with getting some color, like we made a thing like, oh, fucking Razor Ramon hates gay people, and like we're like, it's like that's why he didn't want to do the fucking angle with Goldust, but like it in the end it was just like he didn't know what to say to his son because it's the 90s still, and
it was a few things. It was like that, like his son was asking him questions about this shit because he would see on TV what was going on, and his son was 5, by the way, at the time. He's like, Dad, what's happened? What does it mean when Goldust has like a tattoo with your name on it on his chest? Why does he want to touch you so much? Like, so it's like, yeah, I kind of understand maybe why he was a little uncomfortable trying to explain that to his son who's 5 years old. But the other thing was he was having like contract negotiation issues, and Scott Hall claims they kind of he flunked a drug test on purpose, like the way they saw it, like or like you failed this drug test or whatever, when he didn't really. That's what he says.
Yeah, to taint his worth before going to WCW, pretty much.
They basically figured out a way to get him off WrestleMania. So, which I didn't know about that before. I didn't actually. So, because as we were watching the stuff, we're like, what happened to Razor Ramon? He's just gone.
Yeah,
like it was like February, and he just disappeared off TV, and they weren't talking about him. And I also watched a couple other things, but the other really interesting one was the Randy Orton video he did when he was doing the Legend Killer shit. Did you see that, Dubs?
Not yet, but I want to watch that.
Randall. I lived through that. I watched most of it when it was going on, but like when it's all laid out like that, it's like, God damn, he had a really good run at it. Like early on in his career, he got a lot of opportunities and made a lot out of it.
I think it got tainted because people got sick and tired of John Cena, and there was like a fucking million John Cena versus Randy Orton matches that they just kept on going back to.
Well, that was after the Legend Killer shit was over, though. You know?
Oh yeah. I'm talking like Randall's whole career, but like the Legend Killer part was fucking amazing.
Well, the Legend Killer thing's kind of what saved his career because they pushed him a little too hard and things kind of failed, right? Didn't he become like champion real quick, and then they had to like go through the whole thing where he was kicked out of Evolution, and then he became the Legend Killer? Or am I remember that? Yeah. I might be mixing that up a little bit. That might be a little bit of that time traveling meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this guy basically got to, at a very young age, very early in his career, he got to have like epic matches and programs with like Mick Foley and Undertaker and shit like that, and got to look good in them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome. I still think about that match he has with Mick Foley like a lot. It was a fucking great match. Other than that, that's it. That's all I've done.
All right, Chaz, close us out.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I've got a bunch of movies to lay on you. So I watched Sinners. It was really good.
And then you watched Django Unchained.
No, not quite.
Because the theme is tonal whiplash.
No, this one there's still some whiplash, but it's not quite the same. Yeah, I watched Sinners. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It was not what I expected, but it was still really good. Was
Sinners like amazing? Like it liberated everybody. It was like a cinematic, like opulent masterpiece that changed everything. Did it like elevate Okay, no, okay.
Are you looking for me to say it's the Cody Raheem Rhodes of movies in 2025? I don't know what you
the
want
way
from me.
everybody was like glazing the damn movie at like all these award shows and everything.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It is a very good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it deserves probably most of the praise, but it is like, okay, Weapons and Sinners were both released last year, and I liked Weapons more. But I still think Sinners is one of the better movies I've watched that's been released in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I think it was a surprising movie because people were like you said, is this the Cody Raheems of 2026?
I think it got this like coat of paint on it because of that, but like it's a really cool like period piece for what it is, but also because it touches on a lot of things related to culture in the time frame that it happens, but it also just like takes this very weird macabre twist. Like it goes in this like it's not exactly expected. If you know nothing about the movie or no one spoiled it for you at all, I can see this movie just totally blowing your mind. For me, I had things kind of spoiled, so I was kind of just waiting for something to happen, and then it happened and it was cool. But if I went into that movie having no idea what I was watching, I think I would have probably been a little more surprised in a good way, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense because I didn't know.
I think it's because it had all that hype built to it, and like again, I don't want to. If you don't know at least like what the twist is as far as what's involved in the movie, I don't want to ruin that for anyone, so I just won't say it. But it's worth watching for sure. I highly recommend it. It's a great movie.
You know what made me want to watch that movie?
Hmm.
Tom Cruise said it was good.
That's fair.
He did. He's like, you guys should watch Sinners. It's a really good movie. Like he got out like when the movie was like still pretty early out.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good glowing endorsement. Tom Cruise is going to tell you something's good. Please watch it.
So we'll watch it then.
So this is my next whiplash. I watched the East Rail trilogy, which is M. Night Shyamalan's trilogy that was made over a 20-year span between Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. I have no idea why I just decided on a whim to watch them. I think it was whenever I was just like going through the channels to see what I'd watch next. Split popped up, and I was like, I've never watched any of these movies, but I've always wanted to. So, yeah, I'd never watched Unbreakable, I'd never watched Split, never watched Glass. Watched all three in order. Unbreakable and Split, like obviously just stand on their own until the very end of Split decides to say, by the way, these are in the same universe and they're related to each other. And then Glass is the thing that brings them together, and it's a whole thing. I really enjoyed Unbreakable for what it was. I'd recommend it. Split's a wild trip of a movie, and it's good in its own way too. I'd recommend it. And then Glass is just, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I still haven't really made up my mind. I think I liked it, but it was weird. The movie especially ends in a weird way, and I hate that they took this really like sudden. Again, this is the M. Night Shyamalan thing, right? But it took a very sudden twist and pulled the rug out in a way that just kind of like was a wet fart for the ending of the movie. And then they decided to twist again and make it seem smart, but the wet fart had already happened. Like nobody cared.
Now you're just shitting.
Now you're just pooping. It's too late.
Yeah,
exactly. So I watched it and it was fine, but the ending of the movie just, again, has anyone watched any of these movies?
I only saw Unbreakable. Yeah,
I never saw the other two. Unbreakable's cool.
Unbreakable's a cool ass movie. Again, Split's just it's a horror movie that just happens and then just like have this lore that they decide, you know what, by the way, these things happened together and now they're related. And it's kind of interesting how they do that, but like their own separate things, but they're good. But yeah, Unbreakable is my favorite of the three for sure. And then Glass, like I said, Glass is interesting. It's definitely worth watching to finish the trilogy, but I think it's the weakest of the three. Shyamalan just got in his own way again. But
what a twist.
Okay, so next shift, I watched Heretic. I don't know if you guys
good
are
movie
with this movie.
I want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil me.
This movie was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, watch it. It's a good movie. And then at this point, I'm this is like I'm still in that flu bender, and it's super late. I just watched Heretic, and I was like, you know what? There's a movie that I've never watched. I've always wanted to, and it's just big dumb fun. I watched
Human
Cabin
Condition.
in the Woods.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't watch The Human Condition. Not yet. I watched Cabin in the Woods. I've never watched it. I've always wanted to watch
No,
it.
You've never seen it? I love that movie.
It's
It was
pretty cool.
awesome. It was so fun. I loved the weird meta on horror movies and the overarching story of we're actually doing this because it's not easy enough to just say let's take a bunch of virgins and throw them in a volcano to make everyone happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun movie. I really enjoyed it.
Chaz exposed his business that he did not watch it during the Horror Fest last year when I was one of my assigned picks that I did.
Dude, I was lucky to have watched my own picks. Yeah.
You didn't even type the blurbs for your own picks.
I didn't this time. No, I did the previous year.
That.
I did the previous year, but this year I didn't have time. Yeah,
Too many patience.
Yeah, just things got a little too wild. And then my last movie, I was still hungering to watch something that was a little different, and I'm still kind of okay, what movie's kind of like Heretic or something that's out there? And I watched this really weird movie. It's like a B movie called Nefarious. Have you guys heard of this movie at all?
I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know.
I'm just going to talk a little about this one. Oh, go ahead, Dubs.
Is that the one where the prisoner is being sent to death penalty and the psychiatrist?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, I seen it.
You watched it? Yeah. Okay. I'm glad someone's watched it. It's an interesting movie. So I like the idea of the movie and what they're going with. And I will say the guy's acting, the guy that is on the guy that's going to be executed, his acting I thought was really cool. But it's kind of it's a B movie. It's kind of okay,
it's Angel Studios.
You can only expect so much for the execution of the movie. But it was kind of neat for the concept. Again, the ending got a little weird. It's this whole thing where this guy commits several murders, and he's being interviewed for a psychiatric assessment to determine if he is fit to be put to death. And he's claiming to be possessed by a demon. And the demon is talking about how he wants him to be executed. He's trying to torture him, but also he's going to move on, and he's going to have the psychiatrist that's interviewing him. He's going to by the end of the day, you will have killed 3 people, and you're going to write this manifesto for me. And it's a bunch of dumb shit. It's
Glenn Beck's in the end. Glenn Beck is in the end talking.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ruin it for you guys because for me, I enjoyed it because it's one of Dub's movies.
I watched it. I thought, man, I hope Dubs has watched this. It's a Dubs movie.
But in the end, so he's in the chamber, when they put the people to watch people get executed and stuff, somehow the demon went inside of him, the psychiatrist, and he goes to try to shoot, kill himself, but God stopped the bullet and he didn't kill himself, and he wrote a book. So in a way, the devil got what it wanted because he did write the devil Bible, but he he notated this is bad and stuff, and he went on Glenn Beck's show, and he was like, so you experienced all this stuff, and that's irrelevant. But when he's out of the Glenn Beck studio, he's by a dumpster, and there's a homeless lady, and he just reminded the guy that it was the demon, and it was so stupid. The homeless lady was laughing his ass off.
The homeless lady looks up and goes, "Remember me?"
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And that's how the movie ends. That was the big twist at the end. It was really fucking.
This sounds amazing.
Oh, by the way, he didn't mention this, but a year had passed. So it didn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, the movie kind of went off the rails. What is really cool about it though is they have this guy who is he's going back and forth between being possessed and not. So the one guy is clearly freaking the fuck out because he's not committing any of these crimes, and he's being he's possessed. But then the other guy is a megalomaniac. So he also is like playing like a schizophrenic person effectively, or like a person with multiple personalities, and he does a really good job of it, I think.
Where is my hamburger? And he's like, dude, you didn't want it anymore.
Oh yeah, they ask him for his last meal, and he like is crying because the guy's not possessed, and he's like, "Can I have a bacon double cheeseburger with like fries and a shake?" And he's like quivering and stuttering as he's asking, and then the officer like walks away, and right before like the demon takes him back over and goes, "You know what? Never mind. I don't want any food." and then later when they get to the point where he's gonna get it, he's like, "Where's my burger?" And he's like, "You remember you didn't want it anymore?" And he's like, "I didn't say that. I wanted it." It was something. It's not worth you guys watching, but it was fun to talk about.
There's a lot of theology stuff in there as well. My other favorite part, like the psychiatrist gets a fucking priest to come into the cell, and like he's acting all like, "Oh my god, it's a priest," and then he like finds out that the priest doesn't believe in the devil or a demon, and
what?
As a priest, like, you know, in scripture, if you don't believe that there's a devil, then you don't have faith in Jesus or whatever. So like the demon's like, "Oh, you're a poser. Fuck you.
You're a charlatan. A fraud."
Yeah, he literally just calls him a fraud in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't say the most important part about this movie, that young Indiana Jones is the main character in it. Sean Patrick Flannery.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the demon guy.
Yeah, it's the demon. Yeah.
Oh, it's the demon? I thought he was like the prisoner that was possessed by the demon.
No.
He's literally playing the demon. Okay.
Yeah, so of all the movies I watched, it was definitely probably the worst, but like it was very interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think I would recommend everything I watched except for that movie. If you're like morbidly curious, or you want to watch a Dubs movie or something,
it's on YouTube. By the way,
there are better Dubs movies.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, but
it's on YouTube. So like, if you want to watch it, just go watch it. It's like,
what are we doing that theme? Dubs movies.
There you go.
I mean, I'll say this: the combination of me just actually getting better from flu and being able to focus and physically do things, and also just like that being like I broke the streak of movies I watched. I went on a good run. I watched several really good movies in a row, and then watched that and said, "All right, it's time to hang it up."
That was the bookend.
That's when the fever broke.
It sure is. I was like, you know what? Combo breaker. Let's play Pokemon. But yeah, that's it though. That's my run of movies. I'm sure when I get the flu or whatever else again, I'll watch like 10 more movies in a row.
Yeah, next week.
I do it. I do it once a year, asshole. I'll
get sick.
I get sick all the time. But
yeah.
I do the thing where I get so sick that I can do nothing but watch movies like in a given period, like once a year.
You just need to get one of those healing pods in Dragon Ball and then like set yourself up in it and watch a movie from it. That's what you need to do when you get sick.
Yeah. Well.
Instead of sleeping like Goku, like fucking turd, you could like watch movies.
You know what else you could watch is the back episodes of this very podcast. You can find them on YouTube. If you're seeing us, it's where you're at. So go ahead and give us a like, a comment, a subscribe. And of course, if you prefer podcasts, we're on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcast, all over. And of course, next week we'll be back for more nerd shit, Star Trek. Make sure you watch the original Star Trek episodes, Wolf in the Fold and A Piece of the Action. And then, of course, from there, we're going to go forward into the Star Trek canon. Well, at least one of them. Anyway, Dubs, you still haven't chosen your episodes, and I'm starting to get very, 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 very curious about what you're going to make us watch.
Yeah, I'm still digging. I'm still trying to decide. It might be a last minute thing.
All right. I think long-time listeners of the show probably already know what I'm going to choose, but everything else will be a good old fun time.
If you want to influence Dub's picks, give us some suggestions for the series of Star Trek he should pick from.
Seriously,
yeah.
Like
that'd be kind of cool.
Tell him to choose Discovery. Tell him to choose Academy.
I mean, you guys can't do any worse than whatever he's planning to choose. So,
Yeah, comment down below, and I might choose yours. But if you choose fucking any of the news Trek, I'm not gonna listen to you.
Oh,
So,
whatever.
Let's watch
Yeah.
Lower Deck.
that might be fun. Who knows?
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna do Lost in Nightmares soon?
Yes,
Since we've both finished the game.
Yeah, I want to do one more run, just so that I could see like everything, because I kind of like sped through it because I was being chased like halfway through the game,
Out of breath and scared,
Yeah.
every muscle tensed.
Well, now he won't be as scared because he knows it's going to happen.
Yep.
So, if you want to hear more about their playthrough of Resident Evil, make sure you go follow Lost in Nightmares as well. They have a huge back catalog of all the Resident Evil stuff, so it's very worth going and following that. And if you like wrestling, they also have Getting Some Color. And if you like Pokemon stuff, make sure you follow Turbo Blaze GLC. Do you guys have another tournament or anything planned, Chaz?
I mean, yeah, we'll be doing our weekly events. Our monthly async events, which we've been posting up recordings, will be up soon, and then we're all planning for a big event in a few weeks at the end of the month. So yeah, lots of content coming up.
Word. And then I already mentioned Big Trouble Rips, but I'll say it again. Follow me on Big Trouble Rips on YouTube. I open a pack of cards, at least a pack of cards every single day. But yeah, that's it for Big Trouble in Little Podcast. Thanks for listening.
All right.
See you
See you
guys.
next week.